Heidi ho, neighborinos. We're doing some Relics of Hyrule work. Normally, Relics of Hyrule development is the second stream of the month, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to wait. I'm going to do it right now. It doesn't matter. The rules are made up and the points don't matter. What I'm doing today is Snowpeak Ruins. And I've done a little so far. So I'm just going to keep going with it. I am going to fix a bug first because bugs are boring. And it gives people time to get here. So I'm going to fiddle around with that first. Nope. The bug that I am fixing today is summoning Din's Pearl. Ah, I see. That should have been an exclamation mark. Get keyword item count in your inventory greater than 1. It should say equals 0. Equals 0. There we go. Get equipped. That should do it. I'll have to test it. Let's see what that does. And I'm just going through. Oh, Brambleberry has arrived. Welcome. I don't even know. There's another, like, kind of bug that I'm tinkering with. I don't even know if I can, like, it's just so much. What I'll need to do is I might use, let's see here. Okay, so one of the bugs is the ROH restricted container script has a ghost property, but the issue is I don't know which specific instance of it is throwing these errors. So I'm going to try to check for errors on Xedit and see if that does anything. Beep. In the meantime, so we have something nice to look at. This is what I have so far for Snowpeak Ruins. It's just one little bit. It's the entrance, it's the foyer. And I realize I need to put a fireplace in here. Is there a fireplace? Asset. Akaviri fire floor fireplace. Oh, okay, so it's sunken in the ground. I think I'll use the alcove instead. And actually what I could do is use this, because that is fireplacey. Although I say that, and I guess it wouldn't make that much sense to have a fireplace there. This room might not be able to have a fireplace. It'll have to be in the next room. This is the entrance. The other rooms will have fireplaces. This one will just be cold and dank. Alright, can you check for errors and tell me if there's any issue? Still checking for errors. Plus tool found a scroll reference. That's not a problem. It makes it sound like it's a problem. I could make it a level. Okay, it didn't find anything. I mean, I could adjust these so that they're leveled lists. But like those aren't important errors. This has been an error forever, and I don't know why it's doing that. Magic effect. They. FX they head. Form ID. Oh, wait a second. It's specifically. No, that's not it. Okay. It's used by that spell. Is that spell... No? Which... What is that form ID? Okay, great. Oh, 289. What? 0428971A. Okay, users. Okay, maybe it's one of them. Oh, there it is. That's it. The scout. Okay, so it's this thing that is not used anywhere. There's exactly one in the entire mod. I could just delete it and replace it with another one. What does it do differently? You know, I think I'm just going to delete that because I don't think it matters. It's in the archive 1, so I could just put a new one in there. Is it male? It is. Okay, so I could just put in this guy and just replace it. And then all would be right with the world. Get rid of that. No longer exists. This is a unique one. The archive center. Archive center doesn't have a anything. Doesn't have anything worth mentioning. All right, we'll put one of them in there. Oh wait. I'll put him right here. He can hang out. We need more wandering female ones. I think... Hyrule Rock. There's apparently one of them here? Okay, he's disabled. Why is he there? I'm just gonna get him out of there. He doesn't need to be there. Alright. Alien Archive 06. Hall of Life. There's one in the Hall of Prominence. They wander. He's supposed to wander. And he was just chilling. AI packages. Sandbox. Editor location. Allow wandering true. Minimum distance. Unlock doors. Come on, you can do it. Titles, book reading. Okay. Oh, welcome, Foldy Note. Don't know. I don't think there's anything that I can do here with this. I don't. Yeah, alright. We're just gonna cancel that. That one's fine. It's fine. I was just making sure that everything was good there. I'm gonna save. I haven't really done anything. I made one change. Actually, a couple changes. I removed apparently a faulty instance of them. To fix that one error, but these are not important. So this one I have no clue how to fix. Oh, Xavier is late. Also, I'm just gonna fiddle with something here. There we go. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to save. So the plans. Oh. This is done. Lost Woods is done. Puff Stools is done. Kokiri Emerald is done. Luminous Stone Lantern is done. And Rupee Exchange. Oh, a lot happened in the last update. Oh, BMOS. I think that's not necessarily... because they have been modified how they function, not how they look, so I'll leave that alone. This is all like aesthetic stuff. Okay, let's take on a peek. Snowpeak Ruin. Taking its sweet time as always. Oh, that's another thing that I've been working on is Farore's Pearl. I need to finish that. This is all ready to go. The chests, anyway. I need to finish this. So my plan, I'll work a little bit on Snowpeak, but then I'm going to have to do a little more with Farore's Pearl. Just spreading everything around, taking forever. I'm going to make an object. This will just be a placeholder. Let me look something up here. That's what I'm looking for. I mean, it's literally a box. I need to get the dimensions right. Alright. Meshes, where is the pictograph? Pictograph box. All right. Boop, boop, boop. Do, 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 do. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And man, I went through a lot of trouble with the pictograph box. Okay. We're gonna squish this. This will be a placeholder. I'm not gonna work too hard on it. Alright, so Nintendo Entertainment System. creation kit is done saving, but I'll do this first. I might be able to get that shape on the bottom. Okay, I need to stop staring at it. Let me see if I can squish this around. Tri-shape data. How did I do that? Oh. Mesh, transform, edit. No, it was scale vertices. Okay, so Super Nintendo, it is, wow, that's blurry as heck. 8 inches by 3.5 by 10.1. Okay, so if we assume we can leave, so Z, let's just say it's 10 inches. And then it's 8 wide, so we would do y is 0.8, because if that's 10, then that would be 8, so then 0.35. No, wait, this is 1, this is 0.35. Haha. Now we got a little cube, or a little guy that's the right size for a little Nintendo box. Now, to make it accurate, more accurate, I'm going to duplicate this and scale vertices. We'll do 0.9 all the way down, and this I'm gonna do 0.5. Oh wait, no. Correct that. This one needs to be 0.5. Okay. So then this one I'm gonna pop up like 0.7. It definitely does not look the part yet. Like I said, it's just a placeholder. Because, oh, it's gray on the bottom. I think it's fine if it's, how about this? That looks bad. Brown metal textured. That looks good. Alright, so this is gonna be, let's do 0.8. Nope. No, 0.8. Beep, there we go. Definitely a placeholder. Okay. We have something so that we can start implementing the music boxes at some point. Alright. The reason why we're here is Snowpeak. So I'm going to go back to Snowpeak and take a peek at Snowpeak. Okay. I suppose, no. It just doesn't make sense for there to be a fireplace in this room, so I'm going to start working on the next room. Now, I'm not going to make this a one-to-one representation of Snowpeak. I just want to get a general idea of how it's set up. So it looks like there's... Let's just take this just to mark rooms. I'm just going to take this whole chunk like that. Go. Just a proof of concept. Oh, there's like a hallway. No, not go on that website. Why is there only one decent map of the place? Okay. Entrance. First floor, second floor. There's a bunch going on that I'm not going to pay attention to. Okay, that's just part of it. Okay. So then there's this. It is not a faithful recreation of Snowpeak, it's just a tribute. There's that. I mean, that's natural for that to go there. I will put it up higher, however. Do. I'm gonna put another room. So it looks like there's kind of like a corridor. So let's make that happen. Do a corridor. Luxury. We lived in a corridor. We didn't even have a room. Okay. Corridor. Comme ça. And then there's a bigger room next to it. Which I'll put like that. It's a very symmetrical dungeon. It looks like over here this room is smaller. Excuse me. That room is smaller. And there's kind of a... And that one's bigger. And then there's a square room up here. Wop wop. Right there, square room. And then there's a huge room in the middle. So let's take this big room. that. Move like so. Sculpt the mansion. This is bigger. Like that. Take the whole thing. Scooch. There we go. And the corridors run all the way down the sides. Like that. And there's a little room up here. Right there. That's kind of square. Yeah, that's fine. And there's a big circular room in the middle. Go. I'll make this room a little bigger. There we go. Okay. Oh, and it looks like there's a tiny little... This is a gap right there. Cool. Making it a little... Just basing it roughly on the same setup. And there's a big circular room in the middle. I could probably do... Let's do that. Take this guy, put that right there, and that's the basic idea. Okay, we'll save. Not much to look at yet. That's just the general floor plan. I also need to get like a sense of scale. Like how big these rooms actually are. Because if they're too big, it will be like obnoxious. I'm not going to make it exactly. The general layout of like, you know, there's this many rooms. They're in roughly this organizational set. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to follow each individual room. So I am finished with that. And really, the Akaviri architecture is perfect for this because it does look like it's mostly stone. And it has that kind of Akaviri style to it anyway. Oh, that's right. It's a central tower. It's good to know. You know, I realized the joke items with when they got the The Book of Kordai didn't get an upgrade when I did the upgraded joke weapons. So the Book of Kordai is the strongest weapon item in the game. So I guess it makes sense that it didn't get an upgrade. That's a joke in and of itself. Ooh. I gotta put lotion on my hands really quick because they are dry. I'm also going to take this opportunity to look at the ideas spreadsheet. I'm going to take a look at the ideas spreadsheet. I realized I said that when I was standing like 5 feet away from the microphone. Alright, let's take a look at this spreadsheet. Specifically confirmation, so I know what to implement next. Oh, that is empty. Ghost Lantern, Octorox, Headship. I have to work on that. Let's see if she gets That's something I'll have. The compass tone. It'll be tricky. But it would take a lot of work, but it might be possible. That, I think, I already have a model for it. Delete row. What's this? Wizrobe hats. I can implement that soon. I definitely want to add the Sacred Sword. Ignoble Sword might wait. Scarecrow Song. Red Ice Weapons. Also, I'm just clearing out the empty cells. Titan's bit. Crafting Song of Time, time travel lore, music boxes. Ancient Cisterns definitely happening. That's actually going to be 6.6.3.C. Right now I'm working on Death Mount. Wow. Death Mountain. Mountain. Yeah, this will happen soonish. Oh yeah. Snowpeak Ruins. This is 6.3. B, right? That's what I'm working on? Yes, I am. Spiritual Stone, 6 points. There we go. I'm very excited about the spell book. I'm looking forward to implementing that. Empty page. Okay. It's a little housekeeping there. All right. I kind of like having this. I like building a dungeon this way. I've never really thought to do that, but I kind of like having this rough, like, outline of where the rooms are gonna go. Let's get a sense of scale here. This is a decent room in terms of size. I don't think it's too big, so I'll just need to make sure to have it be kind of like this. Another thing I want to do, I'll do all the decorating after all the rooms are built. So like all the icicles and all the extra whiz-bangs and doodads. Okay, so this is the main entrance. It goes up here. So there's 2 floors that I have to put together. And both of them, except this big chungus room in the middle will probably be big and open. This should be raised up. Okay. All right. Let's play it by ear. There's 2 levels. I can see this being like this. Like that. There's no doors down here. I'm not gonna bother with doors. So this whole section of the house has to be raised. Fix the rest of it. Fix it in post. Woo. we go. Okay, let's just start building rooms. So this is... these are too high. So I guess those could... Actually, you know what? I think it's fine if there's kind of a lift like that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. This opens up... This room will be kind of a... This one will have a fireplace. This one will have a fireplace, but it will be... I have an idea. So this will be a double height room, just like the one before it. Double height room. Beep. And we will need these corners. Where's the corners? There's the corners. Need a corner. Go. There we go. Nice doorway there. And doorway here, lined up with the wall. There we go. I'll put a little something there to connect everything, but this is the key. We're gonna put two more up here, and then this is gonna be kind of a balcony. So that means floor chunk. Maybe not. No, it has to be floor chunk. Nope, that's not it. Oh no. Okay. Floor piece. One of these guys. There we go. That's that. That's that. Rotate. Okay, so we got a little balcony thing going. I'll put in more railings and stuff later. So this can connect to two separate areas. This will be like an upper level here. So this will be fun. I need to make more walls. Let's see this. So this room ends here. I don't think it will continue further. Go. Okay, so then I'll mirror that on the other side. Beep beep. Boop boop. And now we can take these. Okay. This is kind of enclosed. Got the corridor, which I need to... I'll put a bridge in there when I need it. Okay. Oh, we need the ceiling too. That's important. Pillars. There we go. I don't think those go all the way up. They do not. Ah, that's better. That lines up better. There we go. So we'll line them up with the center like that. Cool. And then I will put a fireplace in here, right in the smack of the dab. big fireplace area. Okay, so now take those, we flip. Okay. I'm going to try something really quick and then I'm going to grab a snack. Suppose I took this to make that round room, took this, and then did one of those. Ooh. I'm just gonna take those two because I want to see if I can make a, like, if not circular, then like hexagonal or octagonal room by taking these, duplicating them, just kind of going like that. Join them like this. So obviously this makes a square right now, but if I got rid of the corners like this, whoops, did not mean to do that, get rid of that, and take these, rotate. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Do that. And then do the other side. Bam. Easy as cake. That looks really good. So then if I want to be real nuts, do that. And align it like that. What angle is it at? 25. Okay. There we go. So now I have these two. take some normal ceiling pieces, put them in here and tile them. Just put that right in the smack of the dab. Boom. And that's the dome, or that's the tower room. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna get my snack. I might have to make it a little taller because I think it needs to be 3 stories while the rest of it is 2. Ooh, I need to get a fork. Okay. No. Now, looking at that. Oh, that is it's a courtyard in the middle. Well, I can't do that. We can do the tower. Can't do the courtyard. Well, you're welcome, Ganon Soji. Thank you for enjoying it. That is great to hear. I'm glad it's a staple. Yeah, this needs to be taller. these two are the priorities. Sure if I'm actually going to overhaul the ruptured tires in that update. Lots of plans. I might pull this one earlier. And do that. Source domain. Alright, I'm gonna pop this up to be a little taller. Because right now it's the same height as everything else. Excuse me. It's supposed to be a tower. Oh, I need the spacers. Oh, no, I don't. Maybe I do. I think I actually do. Yeah, that's a good size. It doesn't quite. Oh, the reason why it doesn't line up is It's not lined up. Okay. Sneeze. Hey! Okay. It's not going to be perfectly aligned. Unfortunately, oof. I'm going to have to fiddle with that one. I'm going to put a floor right there. In fact, I think that might be the simplest thing. Just put the floor pieces There we go. There we go. That's a good tower. Yeah, that's a good tower size. Yeah. Okay. So we got a handful of rooms roughly outlined. Fireplace wood burning. Hang on, I need to be able to see the markers. Pink. Oh. There we go. go. Bedroll. Put another one of these rugs in here. Basic setup. Let's see. So this has to connect around to here, and we have a hallway. So I'll at least build the hallway. Oh, it probably doesn't need to be double like that, but there's going to be an upper level. I'll just leave it double. That I'll have to fiddle with. Okay. Get a little room right there, so I'm going to change this to a corner. Oh wait, no. Might not need to be this big. Although it was built for Yetis, so maybe... Or no, it wasn't built for Yetis. I don't know. If I need to scale it down, I'll scale it down. Just have to refine it when the time comes. on Ruby will be in here, right in here. Okay. Two separate levels. This will be a big atrium kind of thing, so I'll put some stuff there. Actually, this will need to be a corner. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. This I might cut the corners off a little bit, but it's coming together. The walls are going up. I think I'm gonna save, and I don't want to get like burned out building it, so I'm gonna do a little for the last half hour. I'm gonna do Farore's Pearl stuff and let Snowpeak. Whoa, what the heck? Do Farore's Pearl stuff. Let's see if there's any likely being considered that I want to upgrade. Wait a second. The skull mask I think is already on here. Skull mask. Skull mask. So I have to get rid of this instance because it is the same. Update the chart. So this actually goes down to 101. Okay. Okay. Creation kit just needs to do its thing. There's not a lot. Most, yeah, maybe unsure unlikely is a very small portion of the ideas. Okay, creation kit, come on. Let's do a little Farore's Pearl to sort of change pace. This is Snowpeak right now. I'll take a screenshot of that. Yeah, that's not gonna help. In the Discord. Okay. Farore's Pearl. We need to do Kamdelamar Vitria Neva Forgotten Cavern. So let's see if we can actually do that. Without Creation Kit freaking out. Oof. Okay. Let's get Farore's Pearl, gem, and hide it. I think I already labeled them all. How do I have it set up? How the naming? I need to figure out the naming. Farore. So it's Kino Lemon as well. Farore Door. Okay, so it's Forgotten Cavern, Farore Door, and I'm gonna go Farore's Pearl int. Forgotten Cavern. Cool. Do all of that. Very good. I'll finalize everything. Let's pop to I'll finalize this nav mesh. Oh my god, I need to make a nav mesh. That is not a valid nav mesh for this. Nor sneezy. Nav mesh generator. Huh. Why isn't it? Oh, it would help if I entered nav mesh mode. Alright. This should not be a difficult nav mesh. Okay. There's some goofiness going on here, but that's easily remedied. yay. Come on now. There we go. Oh, that was a mistake. Meshes can be so ridiculous sometimes. Come on out, there we go, and pop. Now I just have to fill those in. Can't I just select everything? No. It's just, it takes the same amount of time to try to select it all. If I try to just do that, can I just fill it in? Can I just fold it in? Eh? No. I thought there was a little... Oh. Oh. I could do merge vertices. Bam. Easy. Okay. I will split up these larger triangles though. Okay. That's good enough. I will do this, however. Alright. So we did Forgotten Cavern, that's integrated. To do Com Delamar. I want to make them yellow because I need to make a note to here we go. That's the Com Delamar marker. So let's put that in here. Teleport Farore's Pearl and Com Delamar door. Com Delamar Farore door. Ooh, didn't mean to set that up. Bing. And refinalize. Go back to Farore's Pearl. Drop that down. Boom. Alright. And Vitria Nav will be the last of them. Hi, Pumpkin. Pumpkin has joined us. He is inspecting a box. Pumpkin has finished inspecting his box. Vitrianav door. Vitrianav Farore door. Okay. I'm gonna save. And I will either either with an enable system kind of thing, or the key, if there's a key for the dungeon. I wish Creation Kit didn't take so long to save. It's a very patience-driven experience. And I could do, actually, while it's saving... Hopefully it succeeds in saving, but I'm going to check to see if these locations have keys. If they have keys, then we're all good. I don't have to set up some weird convoluted enable trigger system thing. It's not that convoluted. It was really easy to set up for the midden. But the less I have to do that, the better. Okay, let's see what kind of keys we got. I actually have a little secret in Snowpeak. That uses the Blazetta key. Sanctum's key, easy. Smoky. There is no Vitrianav or Comdelamar keys. Key to Roxanne's house, but that's not relevant. It's just held by Roxanne. Yeah, so I think I might have to do what I did before. With the midden, set up a I think this one's already done. Test that one. Okay. That set up enabling door. Bones. There's a small key for a Rift Secret Grotto. So I think that could work for that one. Let me orange. No. I need a specific shade of yellow. Alright, that kind of works. No. I guess that works because it's a similar... Rift is that color. I kind of want it to be a different color. What if I did pink? A light pink. Ooh. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. Hang on. Custom. There we go. That's a good pink. Okay. Are there any other... Unfortunately not. Oh man. Okay, I can set up. Let me just... Which one do I have open right now? Vitrianav? Oh no, is it? Okay, good. Let me just set that up. You have to reach the end. That's valid. Enable. Hang on. What did I have set up for the midden? Winterhold, College of Midden. Enable linked ref. Okay. And linked ref was midden Farore door. No player enable disable link ref. Okay. Move, make it green. And wait. Oh, there's only one. Okay. I thought there were two. Linked ref. All the way up here. That little guy. Bing. Now, of course, that little thing has to be disabled by default, and Farore Hyrule for tree nav has to have the enable parent set to that little guy. Boom. Okay, so they're both disabled by default. Okay. There we go. All right, I'm gonna save one last time, and it is that time. So I'm going to finish typing this. Dungeon Farore door. Okay. Alright, that is going to be it for tonight. We did work on Snowpeak mainly, and we got a little done with Farore's Pearl, namely Condelamar, Forgotten Cavern, Vitrina-Nav. Vitrina-Nav's done, Midden's done. We're getting there. I'll probably focus on this first, and then jump back into Snowpeak as time progresses. But for now, we're gonna call it, and hope everyone had a good time. Thanks for coming. Have a good night. We'll see you next week. Probably with Skyrim gameplay. I don't know what I'll be doing next week. I will be doing some sort of something. But thanks for coming to the stream. And be sure to drink your Ovaltine.